Hi everybody, it's Tom again, and today we're doing tool maintenance, specifically sharpening your hatchet or your axe. And we've got our basics for sharpening, like our two-sided whetstone, this little scrap piece of leather I use to clamp it in my bench vise. Over here is my pocket stone. I use that all the time on pocket knives. I have used it on my axes again. That is a file, basic store brand, nothing special. But when you're dealing with an axe instead of a knife, sometimes the dings and rolls and everything are worthy of using a file instead of a stone. And when you're dealing with an axe, I mean, sometimes that's the most expedient, fastest way to sharpen it. I'm gonna try something different using my Leatherman. That's like a homemade pouch. I made that myself. We'll see if the file on the Leatherman Wave Plus is effective at all for the task before I mess with stones. So this is in pretty good shape. I try to keep it in good shape. But, so, you know, I probably wouldn't go, but it does have a little bit of burring. It isn't, you know, crazy sharp. So Leatherman Wave Plus has the three-sided file, cross-hatched here, straight line file there, and this part's not actually a file, it is a diamond dust coating that you might use on a knife. Probably wouldn't use it on an axe. So I'll lay my hatchet down, and maybe you can see that I'll throw a little more light on in here. Pardon my mess. There's like the actual cutting bevel there, and then there's more bevel. This is, I made it in apple seed. It's a convex blade. I did some file work to give it a rounded, good splitting edge. So I'm going to go place my tiny file on my edge. I don't seem to be doing a whole lot with the Leatherman file, but that may be because it's burred and rolled to this side. Yep, my fingernail's hanging up there. Now you may be looking at my angle and saying, that's a crazy angle. And it kind of is. But that's what a convex edge is meant to be. The idea is if it's rolled out, kind of like the way the points of my fingers are, going into my knuckles, it will spread the wood better and split the log more efficiently. Now it definitely leaves a burr, but that's kind of what all filing will do. And so I'll just go back and forth. And yeah, it's doing the job. Now I'm on the diamond dust side. There are no more rolls and burrs. And so I'm just making sure that as I do this, I take off any burring that the file causes. Okay, the downside to having that apple seed edge is finding the angle that your tool should be at. But, you know, like I said, it's a more efficient splitting method. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that stuff wipes right off. Cool. So, yeah, that's sharp. Now, it's not going to be shaving your arm sharp, but I am very much against doing that with an axe head, because the moment you smack it into a piece of wood, that razor edge is completely gone. It's a waste of time. You know, it's, yeah, people love to show off how their sharpening skills, but it's like, is it really a skill if it's not useful? So now here is a camper's axe. That's in a bit rougher shape. Like, it's not sharp here. It is still sharp here. To do this properly, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you'll notice I'm not really going crazy heavy. I'm not pressing down tight. I'm just holding my axe in place and running all the way down. 3, 4, 5. And I'll do it 4 times on each side. Four, 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. And I'm just flipping it back and forth to make sure I maintain an even wear, as you want to keep your edge centered on the axe. Well, we're almost there. Now this, yeah, you should wet your stone first. You can see the discoloration. It's still a bit wet from its last use, so I should wet it more, but for the sake of expedience. Bring my stone here. I match it to the angle of the blade. And I just gently swirl it down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Spin my axe around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so you go back and forth, and you do it, and already this is getting crazy sharp. You don't actually have to deburr it with your stone like that, necessarily. You can very gently stop, where you're doing the reverse cut. Takes a little bit more skill, but it's one less tool to have to use. But, those are your basic methods. Have a good day.